If your phone blows up every spring and then goes dead in November, you've got a lead system problem. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do about it. So stay with me. I'm going to walk you through the 3-source model that makes January as predictable as May. My name's Derek. I'm the founder of Home Coach. I have nearly 10,000 one-on-one coaching calls with home service business owners myself. I've scaled multiple businesses, and this feast or famine cycle comes up with nearly everybody I talk to. It doesn't matter how long they've been in business. It doesn't matter how good their reputation is. Busy season hits, they're stretched, right? The slow season hits, and then they're scrambling, wondering what happened. It's not just the industry. Sometimes it can be a bit of the industry, but it doesn't have to be. What's missing is what I call a lead engine. So subscribe and keep watching. I want to walk you through what this actually looks like. So your spring arrives, right, with all of the excitement and momentum. The phone's ringing off the hook, jobs are stacking up on the schedule, your crew's pumped, they're busy, revenue's flowing in, and finally you get some of that momentum after a slow winter. Then fall hits and the jobs just thin out. The phone gets quiet, the owner starts wondering where all the leads went, and then he gets reactive and he'll post on social media, he'll post on Facebook, maybe call a few past customers that he hasn't heard from in a while, maybe throw some money at an ad and then gets nothing back. February arrives and he starts panicking and legitimately worrying about making payroll. And then spring hits and this cycle repeats again, and then it's feast mode. Every single year, the same pattern, and the story that he tells himself is, oh, this is just how my home service business or how the home service business industry works. Busy in the spring, slow in the winter, and there's nothing that I can do about it. That story is costing him tens of thousands of dollars every single year. So here's what is actually happening. In those slow months, he has no leads coming in because he did nothing to generate new leads. I love the quote that says, "Don't be upset by the results you didn't get by the work that you didn't do." In the busy months, he's too busy performing the service of his business to do the work to build for future leads. I don't need leads. I'm stacked. My schedule's full. I don't need leads. So every year he starts from zero again. It's this feast or famine roller coaster. I need leads, so I market and then I get leads, but I get so much work that I don't have time to market or can't take on new leads, so I turn my marketing off, and then it goes down. The next time I need leads, I'm down here at the bottom again. And can you guess what the main thing is keeping him in this cycle? If you guessed referrals, you're right. So now referrals are not the problem by themselves. Referrals are incredible. I love referrals. They are great. They close faster. They're cheaper to acquire, oftentimes free-ish, and they tend to be better clients. But referrals should be a bonus. They're not a sustainable primary lead strategy or lead source. And here's why. You can't control the volume of referrals that you get. You can't control the timing. You can't control the quality of who your clients refer you to. You can't just turn your referrals up when you need more revenue in January. When your only source of new business is word of mouth and referrals, your growth is entirely dependent upon other people remembering to mention your name at the right time. Almost every business owner I talk to, I'd say 9 out of 10 say that referrals are their primary main source of new business. And that means the vast majority of home service business owners are running on a source of leads they cannot control, they cannot scale, and they cannot turn on when they need it. It also means that when referrals slow, which they will, they always do, most owners have nothing to fall back on. That's why they get reactive and panic and like, I got to throw $100 at Facebook ads. Doesn't work. So think about this. What happens in your industry when a competitor shows up with a solid marketing strategy, right? That's dialed in. Like those referrals start to get real slim real fast. And I think it's important to clarify that referrals are not the enemy of growth. The enemy of growth is having only one source of business, especially when there's no system around that source to manage it. Think about it. Would you invest all of your money into one company's stock, or would you diversify across multiple companies, right? The owners who break the feast or famine cycle, they don't do it by getting more referrals. They do it by building what I call a lead engine. 3 categories of leads working simultaneously with a system behind each one. Now here's how the 3 sources work. Source 1 are your owned leads, right? These are the people that already know you. They already trust you. Maybe they're past clients, maybe current clients' neighbors that you've talked to. Maybe they're people who called for a quote, got the quote, but didn't book with you. Or people who hired you years ago and you haven't been in touch with. Owned leads are the highest converting and cheapest source of business in any home service company. And most owners completely ignore them. The problem is that most owners just don't even have a list, right? Their past clients live in a notebook or a text thread or their head. There's just not even a CRM, customer relationship management tool, or no way to message 50 people at once. So even when they know, like, oh, I should reach out to past clients, they don't because they don't have a system. And if they did that manually, it would take all day. That's why we built the Home Pipeline. It's a CRM and automation platform built specifically for home service businesses. So your entire client history is in one place. It'll automatically run a reactivation campaign to your full dormant list at predetermined intervals with a personal message like, hey, Steve, it's Derek. We haven't been out to your property in a while, but we're running a spring special for returning clients, and then whatever your offer is. Are you interested? Just reply and we'll get you scheduled. And I've seen owners get 25% response rate on text like that compared to like a 1 or 2% on cold ads. Like, honestly, it's not even close. And the Home Pipeline is running these automatically. There's monthly email nurture sequences that keep you top of mind. There's reactivation campaigns that go out on a schedule you set once. The system works while you're on the job. Before you spend $1 on advertising, work the list you already have. And it doesn't matter which system you use. I'm going to talk about my system, but having a system is what's important. So source number 2 are your earned leads. These are the leads that come from your reputation, your Google business profile, which, by the way, should be your number one source of leads. And they're free, right? Your reviews, your referrals, your word of mouth. We talked about referrals. This is where referrals go. Your organic content. You earn them, but you still can't fully control that volume knob, right? And here's the thing about earned leads that most owners miss. They improve really dramatically when your offer is clear. So most home service business owners just market their services, but the best ones are going to market the results to a specific person, which is their ideal client avatar with a specific promise. You know, typically you'll see like, hey, lawn care, mulching, free estimates, and that's a service list. Like, nobody really gets excited about a service list. But if you say a perfectly maintained property every week without a single phone call or scheduling hassle so you can actually enjoy your weekends, that's a great offer. So you're doing the same work, you're just framing it a little bit differently. And when you get specific about who you're looking for and what you're promising them, 2 things happen. Number 1 is your ideal client is going to respond to you more strongly. And then when a client refers somebody, they know exactly what to say to them because you gave them the script, you gave them something specific to say. Generals get considered, but specialists get sought. So get sought or get got. Source number 3, these are your paid leads. These are your Google ads, your Meta ads, your local service ads. You control the volume, but you pay for it. Most business owners who tell me that ads don't work, they ran ads before they had the first 2 sources in place, right? They had a generic service list with no clear offer and no follow-up system, no way to convert the leads that they were actually generating. So they spent a few $100, got some clicks, and closed nothing, right? Like, ads don't fix your positioning problem. They just like make it worse. They just amplify it. And one of the biggest problems with your paid leads, it's not the ads, right? It's what happens after that lead comes in. So 78% of customers hire the first home service business that responds to them. Not the best priced, not the cheapest, just the first one, right? An MIT study found that responding within 5 minutes makes you 21 more times likely to convert that lead. 21 more times more likely to convert that lead. But 95% of home service business companies don't respond within 5 minutes. And it was like 78% don't even respond within the first 2 hours. So that is a massive opportunity. You're paying for ads. This lead comes in and then it sits in your inbox for like 2 hours while you're on a job because you can't get to it. By the time you call them back, they've already booked with somebody else who did answer the phone or did get back to them. So you don't have as big of a lead problem as you probably think you do. You have more of a speed to lead problem. That's why speed to lead is built into our home pipeline system, right? When a new lead hits your system, it doesn't matter where it's from, right? It could be from your website, your door hangers, a QR code on the A-frame by your truck, your truck QR code, mailers, your Angie's List, your Google local service ads, Thumbtack. It doesn't matter. Whenever that comes in, it's going to auto dial your salesperson within 1 minute. 60 seconds after that lead hits you, A call goes out to your salesperson and says, you have a new lead. This is their name. This is the service they're interested in. Press any key to connect. And they press that key and it calls that lead immediately. Right? We're getting back to that lead in under 2 minutes. And if that client doesn't even answer, they get a voicemail, which is a pre-recorded voicemail that you recorded. Hey, this is Derek with Home Coach. We're super excited to come out to your property and give you an estimate. Here are the steps to take to do that, with the link. And then a text goes out and it shows them how to get on the calendar and book their time automatically, or whatever the call to action is that you want them to take. No lead sits untouched, right? No opportunity gets lost because you were on the ladder. Most owners I talk to think that they just need more leads. They really don't. They just need to close the leads that they're already getting at a higher conversion rate. So get your owned leads and your earned leads working first, and then paid becomes that gas that you pour on the fire. Your clients don't think about your services year round. So think about a realtor or an OBGYN, right? Like, how many times are people having babies or buying homes? Like, it's pretty big gaps. But if you're thinking of somebody in your mind right now who you'd use for one of those services, like, it's because they've stayed on top of mind for you. And most owners just show up when the client already has a problem. But the ones who break this feast or famine cycle, they show up before the client even feels the need, right? With the right offer in the right moment, and staying on top of mind helps the clients and these future leads become problem aware. And guess what? You're the solution to it. Inside Home Pipeline, you can build seasonal offers that go out automatically. Every month, a message with a piece of value and a very specific offer hits your entire client list. You set it up once and it runs forever. These campaigns are already built inside the Home Pipeline, right? You just go in and you're going to customize it with your specific offer and any change to the message that you want. And it's going to send every single one automatically. The offer goes out, follow-ups fire to anyone who doesn't respond to that, replies land straight back in your pipeline in your conversations, and between those seasonal pushes, a monthly nurture sequence is going to run on its own. Valuable tips and offers every single month so that your past clients hear from you 12 times a year instead of 0. You set the calendar once. The system's going to run it while you're on the job, while you're at the park with your kids, on weekend, while you're sitting on a beach in Mexico. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop. And that's the difference between marketing in panic mode and marketing on autopilot. Because when January comes around, you're not scrambling. Like, you're running your winter campaign, which you built months before, which locks your clients in well before spring even starts. Now, that is what predictable revenue looks like. Not magic. It's just a system and a calendar. One of our clients was really struggling to find work, and he wasn't touching his owned leads. He wasn't even doing a very good job with his earned leads, but he was trying paid ads because someone told him that's what he should do, but it was without the right messaging. And guess what? Surprise, it wasn't working. So we installed a system, and now he is booked out for multiple weeks with the ideal clients at the ideal profit margin, right? Like, that's why we're doing this. So let's fast forward. Now you're in the slow season, the typical slow season, right? You check your pipeline and you've got 12 clients already enrolled for spring through the campaign that you sent in November. You got 3 new referrals sitting in your queue because the last round of clients actually had something specific to tell their neighbors and friends about you. A reactivation text that went out to 40 dormant contacts last week, and guess what? 9 replied. You haven't posted a single desperate midnight Facebook ad. Don't act like you haven't done that. I know you've done it. You haven't had to do it. You haven't cold called anyone. You haven't spent $1 on ads that you can't track. Like, that's Tuesday morning with a lead engine in your business. Your referrals still come in. We love referrals, but they're a bonus. They're not the lifeline of your business. Your seasonal offers are already scheduled out. You don't think about, hey, what should we offer? Like, you thought about it. You built it. It's prepared. It's going out. Your follow-up is built and automated. And when you're ready to turn on paid ads, guess what? They actually work because the offer's clear. You have a system behind it. You're getting to them faster than anybody else, and you can see what's coming back. You have this lead engine to track everything. Slow season, maybe that's January for you. That stops becoming this crisis. It's just the next campaign on your calendar. And that's not just a good year, that's a system. So if you've been riding the feast or famine cycle, you don't need more leads, you need an engine. And everything I've walked through, right? The reactivation campaigns, the monthly nurture sequences, the speed to lead automation, the seasonal offers that run on autopilot, plus so much more. Like, that's what Home Pipeline does. We built it specifically for home service businesses because there is a very heavy need for all of these tools. You don't set it up, right? You don't figure it out. You book a call, we build the whole system for you, and you're live in days. Now, I'm talking about this system because I'm passionate about it. It changes businesses. I've used it for 6 years with great results. You don't have to use this system, right? But if you want to, we'd love for you to click the link in the description, because right now we're giving anybody their first month free who signs up through that link, right? There's no contract. You can cancel anytime. So check it out. If you have any questions, reach out, but just try it and see what a real lead management system does for your close rate, your close and your conversion rate. So homepipeline.com, the link's in the description for a month free. Go ahead and click it. And if you want help building the full strategy behind this, not just the tool, but the lead engine, the offer, the positioning, all of it, that's what we do inside Home Coach. Drop a link for a free strategy call in the description as well. Subscribe if this was useful. We're going to have a new video every week for home service business owners who are serious about building something real. I'll see you in the next one.